wanna hear your heartbeat.
Hey, this is just a really quick video about all the stuff that I like in Barnes & Noble, because every time that I come, I'm like, oh, I'll just grab one book. And then it's like 10 billion books that I've seen, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I just need this in my life. But here we go. Look at all these tiny ones. I'm like obsessed with them. Look at this one, A Pocket of Poetry. They're just so cute. Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Other Stories. Look at this. Imagine like showing up to 7 Brooke, will you please open your scriptures? Oh yeah. And while we're just shopping around, I could talk about all these different books for days. Bill Clinton and James Patterson wrote The President's Daughter together, and James Patterson, as you know, is a very gifted, multi-talented author, writing in like every genre there is. Like he's done like horror stories, he's done middle grade, he's done romance, like he's literally done everything. It says, the book moves like Air Force One, big and fast. Which is a weird way to describe a book, like probably the weirdest blurb I've ever seen. James Patterson, everything by him I just trust automatically. The Noise, another James Patterson horror story. Usually I start them, I never finish them. I can never finish them. I like lose all this sleep and I'm like, why am I doing this to myself? Why am I doing this to myself? Because I love it. But at the same time, I hate it when I'm sleep deprived. I'm not one to talk about K-dramas, but I did watch one where this girl came up with this exact idea, where like it's a surprise book. The background. I'm now in a much more.
I don't need distractions, I don't need the fun. I just want the
I'm just doing a cameo.
I know, she's just shotting in.
I want to be famous. Sharon Draper, Out of My Mind, one of those books that is like so good and you can't put it down, but it's one of those ones that makes you cry. So I read the entire book. Congratulations to me on finishing a sad book because it was that good. So if I can finish it, you can too. This came out as a Disney movie and then a book. Never trust a movie to a book, ever. Max Einstein, a Max Einstein adventure. I love these ones. This is, again, with James Patterson. Max Einstein is a genius that is running away, which happens to be the plot of one of my books that I am writing. You guys don't get to see it. The Tale of Sorcery, Chris Colfer. Chris Colfer is the one who wrote Land of Stories, and he is an amazing author. Definitely check him out. Can we just appreciate whatever Barnes & Noble person put this here? Join this lovable pup on all his funny crime-solving adventures. Thank you for spotlighting this random Barnes & Noble worker. This should be my first job. Would you guys like to see me have this job and just always do these videos for you guys and like stocking all the books? Because honestly, I would. So if I should be getting a job, this is the one to get. Comment below. Counting by Sevens, Rick Roar and the Cursed Carnival. I'm reading this one right now. I'm literally in the middle of reading this one, so watch out for a review. I cannot give it a good review yet because I haven't finished it, but I'm like halfway through, so I think I am completely justified in saying it's pretty good. Sal and Gabi, Break the Universe, book 1, very good. Second one, Sal and Gabi, Fix the Universe. And there's a third part of the books. The author has done a third part, but it's not an actual published book. It is part of the book that I told you about, The Cursed Carnival. They wrote a mini story using the characters, so like if you're a big fan of this one, you might want to get that book. Just saying. And I got no notification of that, so sometimes even I am behind. That's mean though. Somebody should have emailed me. Feeling kind of gypped. I'm now in the young adult section, and as you know, I'm kind of teetering between young adult and middle grade in the books that I'm reading right now. So I have read this one and it was really good. Gossip Girl. I've wanted to read it, but I feel like it's a little bit old for me. Red Queen, I have read it. Love and Gelato. I wanted to read this because it is so cute. The first one is Love and Olives, and like honestly, like the texture of it is like watercolor paper, and I don't know, it is just like the cutest book, and I just love that cover. Sunkissed by Casey West. Casey West has like a ton of cute books. To All the Boys I've Loved Before. I read this before it was a Netflix series, but it was so good and I really liked it. I haven't watched the Netflix version, but I really hope they have translated it well because it was great. See you guys next time on Studio B.